Are you ready to see commitment for a video? World record commitment to a video. Conor McGregor recently went to Russia to announce a fight. So in typical Keltie fashion, I flew all the way to Russia to announce so it could be training in the Conor McGregor. Back to Canada, and now let the video begin. For the past week, I've been following Conor McGregor's daily routine. I did a lot of research and tried to pick the most consistent things and kind of formulate what it appears his training is leading up to a fight. And it goes as so. Meal 1, Americano and water, which then he goes on to workout number 1, which is 30 minutes of fasted cardio. He comes back for meal number 2, which is an egg omelet with vegetables, kale, tomato, jalapeno, spinach. He also has an apple and nut butter. Then he goes on to workout number 2, which is his more MMA style training. He does a combo of different kinds of martial arts. He's known for karate type stance, components of boxing. Try these kicks. No idea how these are gonna go. If anyone knows how to do those kicks, please comment below. Tips. So then if you've seen Conor, you've probably seen him do this spinning kick. So I'm gonna attempt this right now. Kick. I don't think that's a master in 2 weeks kind of thing. And after that he comes for meal 3, which is a high quality meat. I typically stuck to steaks because he tended to be a fan of red meat and steaks, butternut squash and a kale salad. A little fun fact about Conor McGregor, he doesn't really do much weight training when he's in the gym. It's all about movement for him, flexibility. And one thing we all stop doing when we become adults and why kids are way more fit than most of us is we don't crawl. In adult-like fashion, we're gonna do a duck walk, a horse walk, and a lizard walk. Because that's how Conor McGregor trains according to Google. Duck walk. We're gonna sit down with a staggered squat. Your back foot should be on the ball with your butt resting on your heel, yada yada yada. Duck walk. Horse walk. Start in a low, wide stance with your knees bent. Twist your heel out as far as they can go. From there, shift your weight to each side by bending one knee as you step forward in your wide stance and straighten your other leg. Lizard walk. Start in a high push-up position. Move one hand. Oh yeah, that's literally it. Demonstration.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
This is for your groin and hip. Why is this a horse? It's like a crab. This hurts the groin though. Much faster. What I found, that was more towards his end of his cutting. It got really severe near the end. It's more about portion control. It's just lowering the portions because he's had 2 different ones. He's fighted at a higher weight class and a lower weight class. Then meal 4, which is his pre-workout, is berries and nuts. He goes on to workout number 3, which is more mobility training. He does different kinds of walks, chin-ups, a hanging circuit, core strengthening, and occasionally weights. It's more about being able to move. He's not a big fan of weights. It's been more about being able to move in different ways. Something cool happened last night. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know this isn't my first time doing MMA style training the last little bit. I was doing the Charlie's Angels and then I did boxing for a month. And so I've kind of continued that onto this challenge. And I don't know, I feel this confidence about myself lately, and I think it's something that I admire so much about Conor McGregor, whether you like him or not. I was walking downtown, I was just listening to some music. I had my big annoying Beats headphones on, and I'm so embarrassed whenever I go in public with them, but it just feels so good just to be able to like tune out and just listen to music, and I don't care how lame I look. I'm just like happy with where I'm at. Someone stopped me and just like started talking to me, commented on my walk. They're like, oh yeah, you're walking with like real confidence and like authority kind of thing. And they mentioned something about Conor McGregor, and I can't make this up. They were like, yeah, you kind of got this, and they asked like what my background was. Like, oh, well, I'm Irish, so like just like Conor McGregor, that's where I see it. Have you ever seen Conor McGregor's walk? Here. Wasn't walking quite like that, but I think something I really admire about Conor McGregor, and I feel when I just feel more athletic, I feel I have a bit more of that walk, and that like his walk looks so stupid, but I think that's the point, that he's so confident in with himself that he feels he can walk looking like an ape and still inside feel good and like feel like he's the SHID. Such a good place to be. As a female especially, I feel if you don't feel sometimes you walk like that, you feel like you walk like shoulders hunched over, I do encourage you to find some kind of form fitness that just gets you attached with your body. I don't know, at least for me. I don't want to tell you what to do, but I just know for myself, once, especially the last few weeks and doing these challenges and doing more MMA style, I just feel this confidence with my body, and I just feel I walk more upright. It's a confidence in a, not that I'm better than you, it's just like a confidence that I'm happy with me, that I don't care what you think about me, versus it's not like a F you, I don't care what you think about, it's that like you're so happy and confident with yourself. Full confession, it was one of those talks right after that, like you're trying to escape, but the person won't let you, and you're just like, please, why am I so friendly? Then he comes back for his post-workout meal 5 with his protein powder and a carb. I love bread, so that was kind of my component of carb. Meal number 6, sweet potatoes or potato wedge, green beans, and some kind of chicken, fish, or steak. I just tried to eat in terms of portions to maintain my workload. Obviously, I'm working out a lot. This is 3 different workouts. He works out from anywhere 4 to 6 hours, so I tried to have big portions of all these foods to make sure I was eating enough for my calorie expenditure. One thing I did notice about his diet is that it's very meat heavy, and there's been a lot of quotes about him making fun of vegans and being very meat heavy. But from the research I started to do, that was kind of how he always ate in the past. Has recently started to do more plant-based type things and just not so meat heavy. And that's the one thing, the diet I felt overall, what I was eating is quite normal. I do more fasted workouts and Americano in the morning. It's quite like that. It's a balanced diet for the most part. He's getting healthy fats, proteins, different kinds of veggies. It's really good. It's just, it was a lot of meat. There's currently a debate about how much protein you need, but kind of the general consensus about 1 gram per pound of body weight. I weigh about 125 pounds, so it'd be about 125 grams of protein. I felt with just the portions, it was tough for me to not go over my protein, so I was eating a lot. And the thing is, I just feel, when I eat extra protein, I have trouble going to the bathroom. It's not needed. You can have it, it's not the end of the world, but I just felt it was such an excessive amount of meat. I'm not a vegan, I am trying to get a bit more plant-based, but that's what I didn't like. And I think there is a lot of shows, and I would love to cover that a bit more, of like game changers and that, and then showing really high level professional athletes who are a bit more vegan or plant-based. So it's something I'd be interested in doing more if you guys are interested, but that was something I really didn't like about the diet. For the most part, yeah, honestly, I ate enough. It was really good, it was balanced, I felt fueled and all that. I just felt like, I was like, I don't need that much meat. I prefer to just have a bigger portion of potatoes or something. And something I also realized is it gave me a new realization of how immobile I am in some ways. I feel I'm very athletic, I'm very mobile, I'm able to move a lot, but like MMA style training, like his kicks and that were almost more of like dance mobility, just like a really powerful dance. Like you were able to do all these moves, but also you have to like, potentially you want to kick in the mentality to bash someone's face in. And it was just, I don't know, that's a little bit, I've seen such a beauty and art to MMA style training. And I don't know my personal opinions on beating someone to a pulp. I don't really personally like that, but the actual just style of it itself. And I just find it really empowering. That's what I enjoyed doing in this challenge. It was tough, but I just also feel I'm so far away. I thought it was like fun to train for a week, but it gave me a realization. I was like, yeah, I can hit things, I can move, but all of his moves I cannot remotely do in a week's time. Like there's just no way. I thought I could do some videos, kind of play around with it. I've done a bunch of MMA style things, but it just is a new appreciation that someone makes something look so easy. It's usually because it's not. I did not make that look easy because I'm bad. Oh my God, it was so hard, guys. It was so humbling. I thought I'd be able to do that a lot more. It's just been really nice to train more like an athlete. Be better at self-defense. And I feel as a female, I don't know, I feel you just learn to walk a bit higher and just feel more confidence. And I think that kind of style training really does it. And I think that's what we admire about Conor McGregor at the end of the day. He's excessive. I'm not gonna dabble too much into it, but you just like admire his confidence. And I think our generation is doing that a bit more. I think, yes, you can be egotistical, you can be narcissistic, you can go overboard, but there's something so admirable about someone who's super confident with himself. I know I watch singers, YouTubers and that who are just so confident. They're like, I don't care what you think, this is how I am. I wanna work on being a bit more like that. And this challenge and the last little bit, I've been trying to do that. I do have a confidence, I think, from sports and moving my body, but I'm still not 100% there. There's still times where I think I have a lot to do and I am not 100% confident with every decision I make, and it's something I want to work on, whether it be doing those kicks in the gym while people are looking, or filming in public in Russia and having people really stare at you and just trying to take it and just be like, I don't care what they think. So I want you guys all to know, when I film in public like that and you're like, oh, you're so confident doing that, inside I'm dying. This challenge really brought me out of my comfort zone. There's a lot of times I had to film stuff embarrassing, but I think we continue to do that, continue to be beginner and try, and then hopefully one day I can walk like an ape like Conor McGregor and just be like, I don't care what you think. Slowly but surely we're getting there. So thank you for tuning in. Like always, if there's any other challenges you guys want me to do, comment down below. I'd be happy to bring them to you. If you have any tips on MMA, my kicks, anything, I'd love to hear that as well in the comments. And I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Go pet it out. Bye.